In 1943, the University of Toledo was contracted to offer war training programs for the military. On March 8th, the 27th Detachment of the Army Air Corps arrived on campus. They were housed in the field house, which was transformed into an Army barracks.
The young men were brought here, they lived in the field house, and they took academic classes at the University of Toledo. They learned to fly aircraft locally, and then they were sent overseas to assist with the war efforts.
World War II took its toll on the university as most of the male students were drafted, and many who were not still ended up enlisting. Several university administrators and faculty members also left for the war. With most of the players sent into combat, the university was forced to discontinue the football team in 1942. Rocket football returned to UT 4 years later in 1946. With a scarce amount of men on campus, the women of UT stepped into positions of power for the first time to keep the university operating. Not only did the Toledo women take care of the university, but they sold war bonds, and many even ended up overseas after completing cadet nurse training at UT. The University of Toledo was the first university in the country to organize an on-campus chapter of the American Red Cross. Due to the ever-looming threats of war, the Red Cross ran weekly drills to teach students how to react in the event of an enemy attack.
They would practice these air raid drills where when you heard the siren, you would immediately turn off all the lights and you would go to one of these areas that were supposed to be safe zones in case bombs were dropped.
The U.S. Department of Defense stocked the university's underground utility tunnels with emergency survival supplies, which still remain there today as a reminder of UT's heroic past. While students today are worried about exams, students during World War II and the Cold War were worried about air raids. These underground tunnels on campus were designated as a fallout shelter in case of an emergency. I'm Devan reporting for UT 10 News.